Alrighty then. So, where was I? We have this to gear in. Fuck knows when we can use it. Let's... what can we do to pass the time? Well... First thing... Oh, we can do some stuff as a kid. Right, so, Kakariko. And let me think here. Actually, do I know, hey, I do. I should really go back to Zora's River, buy some air magic beans. Tell you what, hold on a minute, let me just do something. Well, we could do some mask quests, I suppose. It's not a bad shout, actually. Let's just do that. Okay. Hello, Lelia. Hello, Adam. How's it going? Must apologize if you can hear the fireworks. It's Guy Fawkes night after all. Or bonfire night if you're a bit stupid. I don't know why I said it like that. I mean, it's just two different names, isn't it? Actually, fun fact about Guy Fawkes, right? I don't know how true this is. Okay, I heard it feel like Billy Connolly. Alright, it was in one of his, like, travel programs. So take it with a pinch of salt, right? But when, obviously, Guy Fawkes was a arsonist, you know, set a lot of shit on fire and all that. And apparently he was so hated and so infamous that the night that they apprehended him, the police taken him up to Big Ben. Alright, Big Ben in London, you know, big cloak. And Big Ben has 5 bells, alright? And it has, like, several hammers, like... Has anybody heard this story before? And it has, like, several hammers banging the bells every hour or something, okay? And... So... What they did was that they put Guy Fawkes, they stripped him naked, and they, like, attached him to the bell. I don't know how they did it. And they had his private parts hanging on the bit that any minute now the hammer was going to come down and boom, for who the bell tolled, you know? And, apparently they had like half an hour to wait, so Guy Fawkes had to sit there strapped to a Big Ben bell in the freezing cold, waiting for this hammer to come down, and, like, you know, that, just like that bit in Conker's Bad Fur Day, you know? It's like, with the bricks, but way worse. So, like I said, I don't know how true that is, but you can find the video on YouTube of Billy Connolly talking about it and that, so aye, there you go. Right, I have a feeling that I always mess this up, actually. Because I'm thinking this skull mask thing goes to this kid. But I might be wrong, actually. I think there's a different mask that he likes. Extreme CBT. I'm being a bit stupid. What's CBT mean again? Okay, who gets this skull mask again? Fuck. Oh, aye, Skull Kid. Skull Kid gets it. Cock. Oh. Okay, gotcha. You know what? Let's walk it. Oh, shay! I didn't... Did I get that piece of heart in there? I would have been pissed, I can't mind. Let's double check real quick. We did. It's cool. So nothing else happening, folks. I'll tell you this, actually. I was binging on some Shin Megami Tensei 5 reviews today, right? And a lot of you can probably guess what the drinking game is. You know, take a drink every time a reviewer says Persona 5. Or compares the game to Persona 5, I should say. But yeah, the game looks really good. I'm actually getting really excited. You know, I still haven't played a mainline SMT game that I liked. But I'm always willing to give the series, it's one of those series I'm always willing to give it a chance. So, aye, I'm definitely going to give that a go. A week today it comes out. Apparently it's now like the highest rated main series SMT game there is now. I wonder if they'll ever, like, because this was kind of controversial, quote unquote. Like, not really, it was just like a weird thing, but Atlas, they took away the Shin Megami Tensei title from Persona 5, you know, and nobody made like a fuss about it, but I always thought that was interesting, you know. Hi, Leon. You came just at the right time. We're going to be talking about Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. And how silly both fan bases are. Like, I was thinking about this the other day, right? Can you imagine, right? This just popped in my mind, right? Obviously, we have the Yakuza series, right? I'm gone somewhere with this, I promise. We have the Yakuza series, but we also have, like, Judgment now, which is, like, kind of the same thing, but also kind of its own thing. Can you imagine, like, if Judgment suddenly became, like, way more popular than Yakuza? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it would probably feel like, you know? Oh dear. Why do I have to shell the 10 rupees? That's pish. Playing the Ocarina on an analog stick is dodgy sometimes, alright? Come on. Here we go. So, question of the day. Do you think... Hello, by the way, Tama. Do you think this is the same Skull Kid you met in Majora's Mask? I don't know. Like... I feel like... you know, Majora's Mask obviously, like, reuses so many assets from Ocarina. I feel like they just needed to use something for the main villain. Or they didn't have enough time to, like, make a model or something. They were like, let's use a Skull Kid. But no, it can't be the same guy, can it? I mean, they're in different friggin' bits of the world. I don't know where Termina is for here, but... I mean, to be fair, this is definitely the same guy from Majora, you know? But again, I'm sure all of that was, like, down to asset reusage, etc., etc. So what shall we use as a main villain? A wizard? Ganon again? No, let's make a Mask as a main antagonist. Brainwashing up Play Skull Kid with no friend. Here, credit where credit's due, Tama. Majora's Mask story was excellent, you know? Very dark, very just like... Oh, it's good shit. I find it funny how on PS3 v the PSP store, the Shin Megami Tensei labeled Persona games are really cheap, while the ones without it are expensive. Wait, the SMT labeled Persona games. What are the ones that are expensive? Isn't that just like I think the only games that dropped the title was it not like all Persona 5s and Persona 4 Golden, I believe? Persona 1 is 3. Persona 3 Portable. Isn't that game... Doesn't that have Shin Megami Tensei in the title? That one? Or am I misremembering? I keep fucking up that title, actually, that thing, actually. I don't know, maybe he gets loads of pocket money. I mean, he doesn't spend it on anything. He plays in a graveyard all day, you know? Maybe he robs the graves. Right, next mask. I know who gets... Alright, the nutter that buys this, he gives you like 500 rupees or something. Let's see if we can find him. Who was it? Someone was moaning about this the other day in my Twitch chat that this guy takes forever to find. I bet you I'll find him immediately. There he is! I don't know if it's the emulation, but... Nah, it can't really be, but that's some great draw distance from the N64. Oh god, is he gonna talk to us with these skull things annoying us? You can actually tell his frames of animation. He's got like 2, I think, from this distance. You can find him quickly. So it was you, Tama. Alright. Let me read. What is it he says again? Hold on. Actually, can you not speak to him until... Can he speak to him until he... sits down? In old times I heard there were many wild rabbits in the land of Hyrule. Not anymore though, because of the excessive hunting. I want to become a rabbit, listen to the wind with those ears, hop around across those legs, even if I only pretend. Alright, I'll let you pretend. Right, he's gonna give us a shitload of rupees. I can't mind how many, but... I bet with those long ears you can hear the voices of... He paid me a crazy amount of money. More money than I can count. How much? Is it just gonna go up to 500? It is, aye. Yeah, sorry if you can hear the fireworks, guys. Normally I would go out and, like, watch them, but I'm feared some protesters will beat me up. I just want to see him running again. I think one of our neighbors have left a dog outside. Oh dear. I mean, some dogs are alright with fireworks, you know, but obviously some aren't. Like my first Doberman that we had. Yeah, now we can't catch up with him. Because he's like Sonic. Like, our first Doberman, Kaz, who would always interrupt my videos, you know, she was terrible with fireworks. She would literally, like, she would try, like, dig into the corner of the wall just to, like, get away from it and shit, you know? Whereas, like, Bentley, who's been on the stream about it, he doesn't give a fuck about fireworks, you know? It's funny, some dogs will hear all the explosions in the air, they'll just lie down, but as soon as the door goes, they go after nut, you know? No, Kaz is not about. She's been... We lost her a good, like, 6 years ago or something. I remember, actually... Here's the thing, right? We kind of knew that she was, like, because we had to, like, put her down, you know? She was, she got that thing that happens to most, like, bigger dogs, where their sort of, like, back legs just stop working, you know? It just happens. So we decided to, like, put her down, just so she wasn't in pain all the time. And, like, I was in Stornoway when it happened, alright? My mum phoned me, you know, in tears, like, that's Kaz been put down. And, you know, it's kind of like I don't know if I've ever talked about it on here, I probably have, but it's a little like, sort of like a little joke amongst my friends that I hate Stornoway. If you don't know, it's a town in Scotland on the Outer Hebrides, so you have to get a plane there and shit. Because we used to have, like, clients there for work, and they were some of the worst clients ever. Nobody uses a computer over there, alright? They're all like... nobody knows how to use one. Yeah, so I had, like, bad experiences already with that, but my favorite bad experience in Stornoway was that I was actually there, because the last time I was there was in January 2017, okay? January 2017... And I could tell, I don't know the exact date, but I could tell you because it was the exact day that the Switch event was happening, you know? That was the day that Shin Megami Tensei 5 got announced, funnily enough. you know, was January 2017. And, like, I just remember having to watch that Nintendo event on my phone with shitty Stornoway B&B Wi-Fi, okay? It kept stuttering, the quality was terrible, I couldn't watch it, and I was fuming. I was like, and they were. I remember just seeing like frames of Mario Galaxy, like Mario in like a city and stuff. I just saw these frames that was just like buffering constantly. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this game? And that's also, you obviously heard about like Xenoblade 2 and all that, which at the time I was mega excited for. And yeah, I couldn't watch any of it. I was so fuming. And I always blame Stornoway on that. Especially because I went to like our clients who were actually the council there the next day, and it was snowing. It was snowing and my plane got delayed, so I couldn't get back to Glasgow. Alright? And again, I was fuming at that as well. I was like, fuck Stornoway, fuck Stornoway, fuck Stornoway. In my head, I didn't say it out loud, you know, because I was literally at the council in Stornoway. And the head council guy, who was sort of the person I was like working with for the most part, he said to me, you know, Donald, you're really lucky. And I'm like, how am I really lucky? He says, we don't normally get snow. I could have strangled him, you know. A tap Kaz with a pink... Yeah, I remember that. It's funny, like, our new Doberman, Kira, she's like twice the size of what Kaz was, alright? She's the size of a fucking pony, okay? And you can't hit her. If she does something bad, you're like, Kira, bad dog, alright? She starts wagging her tail, you can't like smack her hard enough, alright? She thinks you're playing with her. Oh god. Recently, actually, there was this, I say recently, it was like a couple of months ago or something. I was sitting in my folks' back garden, having a drink, you know, and I was sitting with Kira, and this wasp took a liking to me. You know how wasps just like take a liking to you, and they won't leave you alone. Well, this wasp kept like bumping into my head, like literally several times, would not get away from my general face area, and I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to like tell it to shoo off, but it's just keeps going for me. I didn't get stung, right? But it just doesn't go away. So I run onto the grass and I'm just jumping about. I'm just like this. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And Kira thinks she's playing with me, you know. So she is like, I've got this like wasp constantly like this, and I've got this massive Doberman constantly like bashing into me. You know, she's just like jumping up at me because she can jump up and like reach my shoulders, you know, with her claws. And I'm a tall guy, I'm like 6'3", and you know, her claws are like going at me. She actually like got me bleeding on the side and that because she thought I was playing with her because I'm just jumping about like that, and so she's like just jumping at me too, and I'm just like, you fucking stupid big dog. So, I think I'm boring Link with my random anecdotes here. Sorry about that. I remember back in the day, I was convinced that this mask that you get here was actually Majora's Mask. Like, in my mind, I kept saying, oh yeah, that mask guy, but no, it's completely different. Okay. Let's go to Kakariko and explore the bottom of the well. Alright, let's go vandalize that. I'm actually wondering, there isn't really anything you can... There's not really anything useful you can buy with rupees in this game, you know? Not that I can remember anyway. But we have a shitload of rupees anyway. Right, I'm fucking roasting. I gotta turn my heating off. Favorite song. Awesome, Layla. Should have my heating off anyway, actually. Because that Greta lassie is in Glasgow the now. She might show up at my door and punch me in the face. So, now we go to the bottom of the well. And do some shit. Apparently, like, I actually worked up the balls to, like, look at the news today to see what was happening in Glasgow. Apparently, the Beast from The Chase was in Glasgow today. Like, he came in for the protests and that as well, you know? Which was like, alright, that's interesting. And also, like... There's a McDonald's on Sauchiehall Street, which is like sort of the main, I guess the main street in a... oh, wait, I need... Oh, where do you get it again? Shit, I think you get it here. Yeah, there's like a McDonald's on Sauchiehall Street, and apparently it's the first McDonald's in the world that's went completely green. I don't know what that means, but it's completely green now. Yeah, I don't know, like, I guess it now just runs completely on green energy or something. Which is interesting, because aren't, like, the McDonald's factory farms all notoriously, you know, environmentally unfriendly, you know? It got converted to a subway, that's how it went. Nah. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, actually, can I not get in there? No. Maybe it's only veggie shit to do. Who knows? I mean, I know McDonald's is, like, really, in a lot of ways, it's not, like, a good company, alright? Because of, like, the influence that they have on the world, how big they are, they're friggin', like, all that bollocks, but... You know what, credit... I'll give them this, they actually do a fair bit. You know, they've done a fair bit of improving, I've noticed, because I don't go there too often, but every time I do go there, I feel like they've done something that's just like, alright, they've gotten rid of that. Like, you know, they made, like, all their straws into paper. And one that actually annoyed me at first, but I've kind of, like, accepted. I love a McFlurry. I'm sure everybody loves a McFlurry. And do you mind they had, like, this sort of, like, plastic lid thing that you would buy, right? They don't do that anymore. It's all just a paper cup now. A little bit less plastic, I suppose. I could also have said Wingstop. What does that mean? McDonald's ice cream is a myth. Like, are you saying that because Like, I've never experienced this before, but it's because, like, the ice cream machine's always broken. Like, I hear people always moan about that. But I've never really had that problem myself. Because there's now a US chain that started branching out in the UK. We got one here in Bristol, and it's great. Wingstop, so I take it's a chicken place. Not heard of it myself. Oh, by the way, cheap Nando's knockoff, but bet Leon, I've only had Nando's once, by the way, which I always find amusing because, you know, Nando's seems so universal in the UK now, you know? I used to dislike Nando's after a bad experience. Went back years later, and it's been a simp ever since. Yeah, like I said, I just went once. Actually, with that said, literally on my desk right now, okay, this stream is brought to you by, you know, Nando's peri peri sauce. You know, click the link in the description to get fuck all. You know, but it's no bad sauce. You know, because I eat like a lot of just plain chicken and rice. Like, I just heat up chicken and I get some, like, microwave rice and that's dinner, you know, just to be relatively healthy. And having that over it actually makes it really nice, you know. I wonder what region it's from, because I don't think I've seen one here. Yeah, I've never even heard of it, Lelia. That last ice rippy up here. What I really want to try, and I think we've talked about this before, right? Because there's a lot of, like, American chains I would love to try, you know? Like, I think one of my big ones would be Wendy's, right? Every time I see, like, a Wendy's, I'm just like, oh, that looks the fucking bollocks that does. Oh, I want that. And, you know, obviously, like, the Wendy's Twitter and that is a lot of fun as well. I loved it when they made the whole... I loved it when they made, like, the Wendy's girl, like, anime for a bit. It's Popeyes for you. Would Popeyes not just be... I guess Popeyes would just be, like, better KFC. Like, I've never tried Popeyes, so I don't know if it is. But... Like, is there no... Oh, what is it called again? There's another fried chicken chain that recently launched in the UK. I've not seen one yet, but I've seen, like, videos on it. Jollibee? Is it Jollibee? Apparently that's okay, so, yeah. Well, Wendy's is alright, not that great. Popeyes has great spicy chips. What's your favorite chain, then, Lelia? You got one? Because, like, one of my favorite chains, unironically, and I know that everybody's gonna, like, think I'm mental for this, but unironically, one of my favorite, like, chains is fucking, Greg's, you know? I'm at Greg's, like, almost every fucking day. Yeah, I hear a lot of hype for In-N-Out. bastard. Ah, thing's gonna... Oh, man. I made a mistake. Alright. You're a bit far from the west coast now. I probably should have just opened that door there. You're in Washington. Alright, fair enough. What's it? Oh fuck, I should know this. I've said this many times, but I'm like a bit of a nerd for like geography and shit. What's the... Oh, what's Washington State's nickname again? No idea. The Evergreen State? I think that's it, yeah. Oh, I don't have the Lens of Truth. Is this where you... You get the Lens of Truth down here, right? Fuck. I know this game really well. I know you're all... I know a couple of you are typing that out right now. You're so fucking clever. It is in the well, right. Because you have to fight that fucking Hangdino. That thing that that scary as fuck thing. What was that again? Oh shit! I'm gonna lose my Deku shield. Not today. Funny. Dead hand. Hello, Chaotic. No much yourself, man. Oh, you know what I was playing today? Speaking of scary things, I finally got around to playing the remaster of Project 05. I got it on PS5. Only like an hour or so into it so far, but yeah, it's good shit. Like, it was really good that that game did get a remaster. One of the very few Wii U games that had not gotten it yet. That might be alright to stream, actually, one of the Project Zeros. Because I could even do, like, Project Zero 4, which I have played, but it was years ago on a modded Wii, obviously. Am I barking up the wrong tree here? Only a small handful of unported Wii U games remain. The main one for me is Yoshi's Woolly World and Wind Waker HD. Larkins makes a big change to the game. I mean, Woolly World... Nobody will actually count this, but Woolly World did get ported to the 3DS, if that's allowed to count. The one that I'm, like, most looking forward, that I'm hoping for is Rodea the Sky Soldier. Who remembers that? See, it's really funny, right? I'm surprised we were doing a little Balan Wonderworld defending the other day, right? And, you know, it's funny because Rodea the Sky Soldier is about as good as Balan Wonderworld, as far as I'm concerned, right? And it's like, that's the sort of level of hype a game like that should have, you know? Business management's so much fun. Yeah, I would say that because Kiryu's business management is like basically a waiting game, like a mobile game or some shit. Whereas on Majima's is legit, like, you know, what does this mean? Quick, Ramiro, what does this mean? Quick, quick, quick! Wasn't really immense as you'd put it on Wii U. It was. I'd like to pretend that it was just a Wii U game, though, because obviously the Wii game came with the Wii U version. I never actually played it on Wii U. Never really gave that version a proper chance. I just played it on Wii and I loved it, you know? It was a good game, like. I think I like Balan a little bit more, but yeah, it was a good, like, Yuji Naka spiritual successor thing. I think that means, like, refill ice. Let's see. Hold on, there were six. Let me think. Refill ice, menu, ladies glass. I don't remember what this one means. Men's glass or something, I think. And towel. And was there something else? I think that's all of them. Is that customer glass? Alright. Towel, customer glass, ladies glass. Oh, there was one for the ashtray. That was like ice. I can't remember what the ashtray one was. I wonder if anybody knows what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh, well, like that? That's ashtray or something. You like to make over the girls. I never really did anything with the girls in terms of, like, makeup and shit. I can't even remember if it has a bearing on the game at all. Oh yeah, that's ashtray. I remember now. Aye. I played a lot of that management game, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, the devs clearly must have really liked that minigame themselves because they used it all the time. Like, let me think, it was in Kiwami 2, and it was also, bizarrely enough, in the Fist of the North Star game, you know? I don't think I touched it ever in the Fist of the North Star game, but I did play a little bit of it in Kiwami 2. Oh, so it does do something. Alright. Yeah, I never really bothered with it, to be fair, Ramura. Fireworks! Because did that not just basically replace, like, the Hostess games for that one? There we go. Because, you know, obviously talking to hostesses was always like a staple in the Yakuza games. But they don't really do it anymore, do they? Like, you couldn't do it in Like a Dragon. Actually, it's interesting because they did have like a lineup of real girls, you know, real girls as in they modeled them into the game in Like a Dragon, because you could like date them all. So I guess hostess management was there in spirit, I suppose. Right. I've got the lens of truth. What is that I'm coming down? Oh yeah, I'm coming down here for the hover boots. Yeah. I stick with one girl Aryan Like a Dragon. I don't want to make Ichiban jerk-ass cheater. Yeah, that was I always found that like quite funny because you know Kiryu would never do anything like that, but Ichiban's a bit more, you know, he lives a bit more on the edge when it comes to women, I suppose. I mean, I think that was supposed to be, you know, like, I know comparing things to Persona is quite taboo at the moment because of Shin Megami Tensei 5, but it definitely was a Persona thing, I thought. That moment where all the women, like, discover you and give you, like, a hard time. Right, I'm not allowed to jump there, I don't think. So, Ducky, what was your reaction when you saw the... let's be careful here. We gotta be careful for spoilers here, Ramura. Alright. You know, but you haven't... I don't think you've spoiled yet, but we're verging on it, okay? If Orin was here, he'd be jumping all air this, you know? But, yeah, it was like, what? It was quite a thing, seeing, Hangi, Jungi Han, you know? Poor Orin. No, really. No, really, fuck him. Boss! Not gonna lie, everyone roasted that guy. Well, he fucking deserved it. Look, I don't consider myself too sensitive when it comes to spoilers, right? There are obviously people who... Like, I had a pal at work. I spoke to him about, like, something that was in the trailer for Justice League. Right, the trailer for the Justice League film. No, it was the Batman v Superman film. And I remember talking to him about it. A film which, by the way, he absolutely had no intention of seeing. But he got all mad at me because I said something in the trailer. And I'm like, well, it's in the fucking trailer. And I know that that's a whole conversation about trailers for games or whatever the fuck showing too much, but, you know, it's like, when can you talk about it, I suppose, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not too fussed about that, you know, like, typically if a company's put it in a trailer, I'll be like, okay, I guess they want me to know this, so I'll take it. But yeah, I think it's, when it comes to discussing what is and isn't a spoiler, I think some of the shit that Oren was saying that night definitely counted. And it's just like, he got a right roasting. Next, like a dragon was in. Is that the guy who was weird about? No, it wasn't. I can't even mind what that guy said about Incredibles 2. Leon's referring to something I told him like years ago that he randomly remembers. He did piss everybody off, lol. Yeah, a lot of trailers can spoil big moments in games, TV games, which ruin the excitement. Again, but like I said, it's always a conversation, you know, and I feel like it's fair play. Like, oh, cause what was it? Okay, let's go into rant mode. Okay, who started me off here? Okay, I can't mind who brought up the idea of spoilers. It was Oren. We'll blame Oren. But so. Any of you guys, I think I've brought him up a couple of times, any of you guys watch Arlo on YouTube? He's that Cookie Monster YouTuber, talks about Nintendo a lot, okay? I really like his content, you know, he's a good YouTuber, I enjoy him a lot. But one of the things that he's talked about before that I definitely don't agree with, actually it's not even that I disagree with it, I feel like he is so super stupidly sensitive to the idea of spoilers, alright? He actually got into trouble because he was like, he basically got in trouble with the people who presumably he was trying to like identify with, because he was talking about Metroid Dread, because apparently Metroid Dread, Nintendo showed a lot of stuff about that game on Twitter and with like screenshots and stuff that some people regarded as spoilers. Now, he makes a whole video ranting about this, saying how upset he is that he was spoiled. And people in his comments were moaning at him because the actual video that he made spoiled them. It's a whole thing, okay? The whole spoiler defense brigade is so petty, in my opinion, you know? So... And it's like the... And I know it's old-fashioned, and in a lot of ways it's not a realistic thing, but if you don't want to be spoiled, stay off social media, stay off Twitter, okay? But that's practically you insulting someone in this day and age, okay? Like, if I was to tell you, well, just stay off social media, you know, probably people take offense to it. It's like, what? That's like saying, you know, just don't eat or something. You know what I mean? Because that's just how much it is embedded in our culture and that. But it's true, you know? These skull spiders really creep me out, even though they look adorable. I don't know if they look adorable, like... Can I no set this thing on fire? Probably no. Hello, Mr. Dank. Get in the fucking coffin, like... Oh god, sounds a bit ominous. yeah. Stellar animation. So, Ducky Games, which games have spiders that are you creepy? That are as creepy as you, Rimura. I know a good one. Skies of Arcadia, the spider, and that's called Ramirez. Freaks me out every time I play it. Actually, don't I have... You know what, I must confess, because I think both Rimura and Lelia are like... I hope I have this right. Both of you are like Ramirez simps. And I feel like in my head... I kind of get these mixed up as a result. That just happens, sorry. I'm like, okay, the one on my stream that likes Ramirez, it's like, oh fuck, there's two of them. Ramirez knows what he did. You know what? He does know what he did. He just doesn't know there was... We're not going to talk about this. We finished that game. Alright, we finished that game, and Ramirez died. Spoiler alert. Fuck him. Oh, you're the Anita... Of course, The Anita simp that wouldn't let me forget about Anita. Hello, Epic Mind. And only this guy's for Arcadia is well enough to simp. Okay, Rimura, Anita simp, and I'm Ramirez simp. Together we will dominate. Oh god. These are just picking all my favorite fucking characters. Ramirez burst. Okay, yeah, it's called Silver Eclipse, and it's fucking bullshit. No, we're not at the Shadow Temple yet. We're at the bottom of the well. But we're gonna make our way to the Shadow Temple momentarily. Hello, by the way, Tri-Edge. Like, I didn't really hate Anita since that playthrough, because again, Anita wasn't in the Dreamcast version, which I was, like, way more familiar with. Even though, again, everybody talks about that bounty quest thing with Vice, the imposter, and that. Right, what the fuck do I do? No way! You get the hover boots in... You do get the hover boots in the fucking Shadow Temple. I'm being an arsehole. You get them really early. I just needed the Lens of Truth to get into the Shadow Temple. I wonder if... Is there a Skies of Arcadia character I simp for? I don't think there is. Fena. I love Fena, you know, like I said, she's like, I thought she was best girl, but I don't think simp. I would be respectful, you know. I'd take her the pictures, you know, I'd pay for the meal, alright? Okay, a simp wouldn't do that, alright? But yeah, I'm not too sure either way. Right, let's check, actually. Let's go back to being an adult. You can't be a respectful simp. Well, maybe you could. Yeah, I take it back. You could be a respectful simp. A girl from Fulu doesn't want to forget to smile. You've got a good memory there, haven't you, Ramura? Yeah, like, I don't know, that moment just, like, stuck with me, that's all. Finna's healing skills were broken as fuck, exactly. If there was one thing about Finna I was simping over, it was her ability to heal. It's just like, marry me, Finna. I was actually looking through... I just randomly, right, pulled out... I was looking at my Dreamcast games, okay? As I tend to do most hours out of the day, to be fair. And I sort of pulled out my top 10 Dreamcast games. And I kind of realized that I've actually streamed pretty much all of them in the past, like, few months. With the exception of a couple still to go. And I'm thinking to myself, I really should, like, complete this. I really should get around to streaming these last few games. Hello, Storm Sonic Speed 1. How's it going? That sounds like a Sonic Tuber name. Sus. Alright, let's go for... Let's go see if our sword's ready. Dreamcast-wise, anyone loved Ready to Rumble boxing? I had it, but... Isaac. The thing about Ready to Rumble boxing that is just the thing that I always regret was that I got that and Soul Calibur. Oh god, that was a bright one. I got that and Soul Calibur, like, when I got my Dreamcast. And for some reason, I don't know why I thought this, I had it in my head that I only needed one fighting game. Which one did I pick? Did I pick Ready to Rumble boxing or Soul Calibur? Yeah, I regret, needless to say, later in life I regretted what I chose. But I'm curious, can Twitch chat name, you probably can actually, can you name my top 10 Dreamcast games? Wait, was she? Oh god. I don't know who's followed. My laptop's been a piece of shit. Who just followed? Thank you for the follow. Sorry. But no, that girl was visually impaired. Like, I remember she did that with the book. Like, was she reading? No, I don't know. Curious. Epic mind. Sorry, who just followed? I want to say their name, but I can't see anything about it. Shenmue, like, I do the whole one game per franchise rule, and I put Shenmue 2 on my top 10. Like, really, it's Shenmue as a whole, to be fair. Oh, thank you, Nero Craver. Thank you for the follow. I'm no impatient. You're just slow as fuck. But yeah, Shenmue, we've got one. Come on, it's really not that hard. Sonic Adventure, yep. I'd put 1 over 2 for sure. Those are the only two franchises that, like, have the sort of, like, one game per franchise rule, you know? Because there's obviously 2 Sonic Adventures and 2 Shenmues. Skies of Arcadia, yep. I think that's the top 3, actually, so far, is Shenmue, Skies, and Sonic. Not Soul Reaver. Rayman, yes. And Code Veronica. Yep, that's 5. Toy Commander, yep. Jet Set Radio 7, yep. I don't think Yakuza is on the Yakuza or Zelda is on the Dreamcast Epic Mind. Seaman. No, not Seaman, although that's damn good in its own right. Let me think. What's actually left to say? Echo the Dolphin. Fuck off. Soul Calibur, Power Stone. No, I don't have any. I don't have any fighting games actually in my top 10, Lelia, which is a bit weird to say. I know, but it's just kind of how I am. PSO. Yep, 100%. And House of the Dead 2. Yep, is that everything? Oh, and Shenmue, Sonic, Skies, PSO, Jet Set Radio, House of the Dead 2, Rayman, Code Veronica. I think more has actually been said. I said Rayman, Code Veronica already. Shite. Toy Commander. Yep. So what's not been said yet? What's one of my top favorite games that I've not said yet? No, Knights wasn't on Dreamcast either. Crazy Taxi. Thank you, Mr. Dank. That's it. Yep. So yeah, that's my top 10. I just sort of like put the 10 games in the pile. And was sort of like looking at it and thinking to myself, wow, I can't believe how many human beings that I actually don't like as much as this pile of games right here, you know? Alright, sorry. Fucking fireworks. Right. Right, we got a temple to do. Where is it again? Oh yeah, I remember. It's in the fucking desert. That's why I don't have it yet. The last of these like spells that I don't have yet. No bother, Ramura. Enjoy yourself. I tried to rotate the camera there. I actually tried to rotate the camera there. There's a reason you didn't use Sun Song for the Wait, can you do that? Is that something that you can do, Adam? You can use the Sun Song for the redead. I know that, yeah. Alright, well, let's get the hover boots and give that a go. Let's see if Adam's full of shit or not. Send me your P.O. box so you can oh god. Like, I have Echo the Dolphin Tri-Edge. I have the 3 games on the Mega Drive. See, this is the point where I would normally go into the game room to pull out random games just to flex, but I'm not doing it this time, because fuck Echo the Dolphin. Echo the Dolphin is one of those games that, like, for so many years I convinced myself that I like because I have nostalgia for it. But then every time I go back to it, I'm just like, this is a load of wank, you know? Another game like that recently that I finally, like, admitted to myself that I just don't like was Alex Kidd, you know? I played the shit out of Alex Kidd for the Mega Drive when I was younger. And I remember, like, every time it was, like, made available, like, on the Sega Ages and stuff, I would always play Alex Kidd Miracle World, you know? But that remake that came out, which is a very good remake, you know, the people who were making it did a fine job. But it was like, oh man, I can't fucking do this. This is shite, you know? Am I the only one who thinks Deadhead looks like a Silent Hill? Not really, I'd say that's fair. Wonder Boy and Landstalker. Those are good games. I fucking... You know, it's funny, Landstalker kind of is, like... How should I put this? Both of those games are kind of in the same genre, I feel, in that they're kind of Zelda games. They're not really Metroidvanias, but they're these sort of like adventure games where you're constantly like upgrading yourself, you know? Because when you think about it, Zelda's kind of a Metroidvania, sort of, kind of, maybe not, I don't know, but... So, it's in the same vein as like Wonder Boy and Landstalker. What Wonder Boy game have you been playing, Tama? Psychonauts. Yeah, I played the shit out of Psychonauts. I Let's Played it, and I played Psychonauts 2 when it came out earlier this year, and it was fucking brilliant. Monster World, I believe it's called. Oh, is that the new one? Yeah, that game's fucking fantastic. No, wait, Monster World. Is that the one where you play as Asha, little green-haired lassie? I think Monster Boy is the new one. Wonder Boy in Monster World. Oh god. See, that's the funny thing about the Wonder Boy series. It's actually so hard to, like... Because the games are all over the place. And it kind of had, like, a resurgence recently. And even those games are all over the place, because we had the remaster of Dragon's Trap. Then we had the brand new game that was, like, a Kickstarter game that became, like, Monster Boy. Then we got the remake of... Wonder Boy 4, you know, Asha in Monster World. And it's like, all 3 of those games have different devs and publishers, none of which are Sega, you know? It's one of those franchises that it's just always hard to keep track of, and it's kind of funny that way, I feel. Alright. You're having a drink, Leon, fair enough. I'm sober for once, you know? This is my first time streaming Ocarina of Time sober, you know? let's see if this works then. I know it takes ages, yeah. Alright, let's let 3 days pass. Man, that sword looks crap, though. Well, the Goron's knife. Oh, Disney. Are you talking about the Master Sword that I have equipped right now? Because I don't know if that's disrespectful. Hello, girly Vader. The Nintendo is no bad. There we go. The big it's not the Goron's knife, the big Goron's sword. What the fuck am I saying? So yeah, this sword is banging. You can't use your shield with it, but it does like double damage and it never breaks. So aye, no bad. Thank you, Adam. You were right. The fairy sword. Yeah, that thing is so bizarre looking. Like, obviously it's a great sword, but yeah, very bizarre looking. How do you get that sword again? Fuck, I remember, you know, it's funny, right? There was like a time where I became like obsessed with Majora's Mask, alright? Like, it clicked with me, finally. And I was just like, oh my god, this game's fucking brilliant. I literally played through it 100% multiple times. You know? Because I was just it was like I was getting into it for the first time, being such a big Ocarina of Time fan. And I had, like, everything memorized, but I feel like I've forgotten, like, most of it now. I would have done it with the, 3DS recently, but yeah. I had to flip that Temple Smiters. Did I finish my Majora's Mask Let's Play? I don't think I did. I didn't, did I? I got like all the masks today. I got like all the masks. I just didn't like finish the game. Fuck. Sorry. And we're gonna finish. What are the ones that I never finished? I never finished Okami. I never finished Sly 2. I don't know why I didn't finish Sly 2. As we were just saying, Majora's Mask. I used to think I was quite good at, like, you know, not abandoning LPs, but I guess not. Odin Sphere. Oh my god. You know, this was another thing I was thinking of because, you know, Atlas was sort of like back in the news because obviously like Sega, they've been getting better at it, but they still have like a few games that are like, you know, locked to PlayStation consoles when they really don't need to be. And like everybody obviously goes on about Persona 5 and that. I really want those Vanillaware games like on other shit, just so I can buy and play them again. Alright? Like Odin Sphere, 13 Sentinels, and Dragon's Crown. Those games are all fucking brilliant. Weirdly, I didn't watch as much of the Let's Play Atmos here, despite the fact that I spoke to you on a weekly basis on. Alright. Fair enough. You trying Shin Megami Tensei 5? Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Tasty Mond, you know, I watched a bunch of reviews for it earlier, and, you know, obviously, because, like, it's just the sort of thing right now with Shin Megami Tensei 5 reviews, you know, it's like, how many times can you just take a drink every time one of them compares it to Persona 5? But the game does look brilliant, and yeah, I will be playing it. And I've said this so many fucking times during my streams, okay? I don't know why, but it just fascinates me, right? But I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game, a mainline Shin Megami Tensei game that I liked, because I don't like games that are like Pokemon. You know? I don't like those games that you have to make your own party and sort of like just survive that way. It's just no for me. So, I'm hoping that one day I will find the game that makes me click for that though. You know, where I'm just like, oh yeah, I like these sort of games now. And it might be Shin Megami Tensei 5, I don't know, but I will definitely be giving it a shot. Who the fuck is messaging me? Pal losing his shit about Elden Ring. You're getting that, but you've not watched anything. You don't want to be spoiled, eh? Fair enough. Everybody's losing their shit about Elden Ring, but I genuinely have no interest in, like, Soulsborne shit, you know? I mean, fair enough, like, when it comes to, like, From Software, you know, what they're doing is working for them, and it's working very well. It's actually very similar to, like, Neo Gagatoku. You know, Neo Gagatoku, they obviously kind of just do the, the same thing all the time, don't they? And it's working for them, so... I can't wait, love the rest of the games, but I do hope to see them try new things. Yeah, fair. Again, Soulsborne clearly has its fan base, so, and I do hope they get a good game. RG reused assets, God. That drink's already hitting you, Leon. Alright, wee walrus. Yep, sober. No drinking me whatsoever. Unlike Leon here. Warm sake is great. Seen a few complaints about Elden Ring reusing assets and animation. Yeah, like, see, some studios can get away with that and some can't, because I remember, what was it? Like, these accounts are probably, like, troll accounts, right? But there was this guy, because there was a bit of footage of, you know, kind of they showed off the new God of War in one of those state plays, okay? There was this bit of footage, this animation of Kratos getting on the canoe, you know? And apparently it's the same animation used in the PS4 game. And this guy with like an Xbox-themed avatar on Twitter was like moaning about it, calling it a disgrace and all that, you know? It's probably those sort of like those first-party titles that get that sort of like under the microscope, you know, scrutiny to them. Whereas if somebody came around and started moaning about that in regards to Ryoga Gotoku, you know, nobody would take them seriously because literally everybody knows that, you know? Yeah, that was my favorite one, where you could, you went through some leaves and Rift Apart, and the leaves didn't, like, move along with your character, and everybody was like, yeah, they were calling... It's just hilarious, because you look at fucking Rift Apart, you just look at it and it's like, wow, this is like... You know, it's like one of the best looking fucking games you will ever see, and folk were like, you know, this is a disgrace. You're charging like $70 for this, which I agree with. You know, I don't really agree with the whole $70 thing just yet for a game that is. But you know, why am I moaning about this? Well, doesn't make any difference. I feel like my voice is gone. Holy shit! Must have shouted too much at the protests earlier. Which I was not at the protests, sorry, I'm taking the piss. Honestly, I have fun recognizing animations that how they've been used. They've started like using certain animations in games that weren't, even like RPG games. Like if you play Sakura Wars, you know, on the PS4, that's got some like Yakuza animations reused, and I can remember seeing them and just being like, you know that fucking like picture of Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, that was literally me when I would see those animations in that game, you know? keep doing that. There are no... arrows, eh? And must need these for something. Something that I can't mind at all. I know I take this way all the way to the end here or something. No, wait, I don't... Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Nah. I was also thinking, speaking of RGG again, which obviously we do a lot of on this friggin' stream, but another thing that was sort of like coming to mind was the fact that, you know, because with Lost Judgment coming out now, we are 100% caught up with like the new Japanese releases now. Like, we're not waiting on anything or nothing, you know? It's like we're completely in the loop, which is like great, you know? So it feels weird not knowing what the next RGG game is gonna be. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess they technically did announce friggin' Like a Dragon 2, sort of. But that was a fucking given. Yeah, that's true. I think we will get those, Adam. I think it's all but guaranteed that we will get Ishin and Kenzan. They're probably going to remake them, though. Shit. Honestly, I really hope they don't for Kenzan Ishin. I'd rather they just give us a remaster like 3 and 5. I definitely wouldn't mind if they just straight up gave us, you know, Ishin the way it is, you know, because I feel like that's fine. Kenzan might be a different story. I know obviously it was on like PS3, just like the other games in the remastered collection, but it was genuinely their first PlayStation 3 game. And you know, you already have people that say that Yakuza 3, sorry, should have had a Kiwami-style remake because of how old it feels, so if folk are complaining that that feels old, imagine what they're gonna be like with fucking Kenzan, you know? So yeah, I think Kenzan probably should happen. A remake rather of Kenzan should happen. Right. I might jinx this, but I don't remember this temple being too long. This analog stick's a bit iffy for navigating through these menus, like. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I fucking hate these things. Oh god, will this hit? No. I don't care for the... Really? You don't care for the dragon engine? Interesting. Why not? Is it just because of the combat, like? Combat graphics, ragdolls. I think the Dragon Engine's superb, like. Remember when they, like, remade, when they did that Virtua Fighter 5 port in the Dragon Engine, that just looked, like, brilliant, you know? What do you think of the Hedgehog engine 2? Just a moment. Use. Who the fuck is talking to me? I don't think I need to come up here, actually. No, I didn't, no. I don't even know what was... I don't even know what it has. Overedge Games 2. Unleashed is still one of, if not the best looking Sonic game. Yeah, a lot of folks say that, yeah. Like, I know obviously when it comes to Hedgehog Engine 2, a lot of people immediately think of Forces, and they're like, oh, fuck Forces, yeah, but... Sonic Team, well, Sega in general, I feel like they've been more... They've gotten so much use out of Hedgehog Engine 2. Because it wasn't just Sonic Forces, they also used it on the new Sakura Wars games, they used it on PSO2 New Genesis, and... They also used it for Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, which was very random, but they did, so yeah, go them, I suppose. Did two not jump down at once here? Suppose no. Right, we're fairly close to the end, I think. I don't remember this last bit being too long. Am I gone mental? Can you not do this? There we go. That'd be a Syrian. Okay. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Oh boy, this will be fun. How long do you think I'll be in this room for? Three minutes, okay. Am I getting timed here? I don't know how to do that with Twitch. You know how some streamers obviously have like the timer and shit. Usually the speedrunners, but I don't know how to do that shit. This'll be the one. This'll be the one. It's always the last gen. There we go. I think I only missed like 3 there or something, didn't I? Did I have to do that? I don't think I did. Shit. Am I not entitled to a fucking small key or some shit? Well, fine. Fuck you too. Thank you, wee walrus. That was vital information that we all needed to know. Alright, one last door in this corner. Oh, aye, this room. Actually, I haven't used this yet, have I? Can you even do this? You can, eh? You've got to use Din's fire. Alright, boss key. Got awkwardly through the magic bottle JPEG. I don't think these things like fire. Nah, they don't give a shit. Right. I'll be honest, guys, it's not been the longest stream, but I'll probably call it once I beat this temple. Yeah, we're just about to hit the 2-hour mark anyway, should be fine. But, yeah. What can I say? Ocarina of Time's not as fun when you're not drunk. But yeah, I streamed it every night this week too, okay? Like, again, I've just been on holiday and it's fun, you know? It's just fun to, like, stream. It really is. And of course, the people who make it fun are the people that show up. I'm trying not to sound too corny here, but I really do appreciate you guys for showing up. Alright? Fuck this room. Don't fucking patronize me, you bastards. I'll fucking awe you. Alright, let's just get this over with. Shit, is there no something here that you do to get up there? I don't think I really need to, but fuck it. Alright, here we go with this arsehole. Bongo Bongo. And the bongos are no more. Take them back to CEX. I wonder if I'll ever own those fucking Donkey Kong bongo things. Yeah, the Big Goron's sword definitely makes quick work of these bosses. Right. Oh, that didn't look right. Mm-hmm. Impa's just there dying to spoil everything. By the way, did you see that Data Disc released a Revenge of Shinobi soundtrack? Alright. Yeah, I can't go around collecting vinyl, Adam. It's too dangerous. I have a few vinyls, and I don't even have like a player. Okay, what I mean? Alright, so Kakariko Village is no longer fucked up. Right, we're gonna call it there anyway. It's a digital version. Oh, okay. That's slightly more appealing. Oh wait, I didn't do this, did I? I'll take that. Okay, now we're gonna end there. Right, thanks for joining, guys. I'm gonna go order pizza and enjoy my weekend and all that. It's funny, see when you take a week off work, for some reason it feels like it ends when the weekend starts. Like, I still have 2 days of not working, but, you know, it feels like the holiday's already over. It's a weird mentality thing, isn't it? But whatever. Anyway. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.